There is nothing in this world that beats a perfectly cooked steak.
The crust, the juiciness, the flavor, it's pure magic. Even the appearance of steaks is unmatched.
But the never-ending question is, what is the best steak?
Some say ribeye, others swear by the filet mignon tenderness, while hardcore steak lovers, they go for the tomahawk or porterhouse.
But for me, my favorite steak in the world is right here, picanha. In this video I'll explain why I believe that picanha is the ultimate steak, and I will show you how to cook it so perfectly that even Guga would lose his mind. So, let's start. Sorry, somebody's calling me. It's my fiance Picanha calling. No, this is not a joke. This is actually how I call her. That's how good this steak cut is, and that's how much I love steaks. And stick till the end because things get heated between the two. Picanha is widely known as the queen of steaks, so if I ever want to become the king of steaks, well, I need a queen by my side. It is the most popular steak in Brazil, where I actually went on 2 occasions to study beef raising and grilling techniques. Now, you just can't throw picanha on the grill and expect magic to happen. Like any steak, especially this Australian Wagyu picanha, it needs the right preparation to bring out its full potential. One thing that makes this steak cut so special is this fat cap. It has actually a different texture, but also a different flavor than any other fat on the whole animal, making it my favorite fat on any steak, especially when you have high quality Wagyu and grass-fed picanha, just the ones they have in Brazil. These steaks are already cut perfectly for steaks. First, when the picanha was whole, they were cut with the grain, as we can see here. So now, once we cook our steak and it's done, we're gonna slice it against the grain. Thickness is especially important with picanha, because if it's too thick, it can become too tough. But if it's too thin, it becomes hard to achieve a mind-blowing crust while maintaining an edge-to-edge medium rare doneness. Pro tip, whenever you're buying picanha, please always make sure it's aged. Doesn't matter dry aged or wet aged. Because if it's not aged properly, it won't be as tender as it should be, and I always suggest at least 3 to 4 weeks aged. Traditionally in Brazil, when it comes to seasoning, they use only salt. But in my opinion, especially when I'm grilling, I always like to use black pepper because it always adds that amazing depth of flavor to my steak. Again, always from above, make sure to season evenly the whole first side of your steak. Black pepper, in my opinion, is the best pepper for steaks. And since we have this amazing fat cap, we can't forget to also season it as well. Same thing on the other side. Make sure to have really nice, even seasoning. And as you know, I always add my salt after I cook my steaks. Make sure to take everything from the board, and we can also add a little bit on the other side as well. So now our steaks are ready, fully seasoned on every side, including the fat cap. Now the best part of the evening. Let's grill these beauties. Preparation is key whenever you're cooking your steaks. You want to have everything ready so you can fully immerse yourself in the process. That way you can lock in and just enjoy it without thinking about anything else. Your only focus should be cooking your amazing steaks to perfection. Again, steaks are ready, the fire is ready, now we need to clean the grill. And here I'm using a little bit of the fat that I trimmed just to clean and season the grill. Now, when everything is ready, we place our steaks. And this is the sound you need to hear. Okay guys, now same drill, we are using the Star Hot Finish Slow method. We are creating an amazing crust and then we're gonna slowly finish it cooking. Full contact, always necessary. Look at the smoke. This is the sign that the temperature is right. Okay, we can have a little bit of flames, but if we have too much flames, we need to remove the steak from the flames. Now guys, look at this crust. You know the drill, we rotate until we have an amazing crust. I mean, there are many methods that we can use, but today I choose the Star Hot Finish Slow method. Again, your goal is to create that crust as fast as possible, and then we're gonna work on cooking the inside of our steaks. You also need to be a little bit more careful because that fat from the fat cap is dripping and this is causing the flare-ups. And now guys, again, my favorite part, look at this crust. This is exactly what we want to achieve. Whole crusted surface, crunchy a little bit, full of flavor, texture, and now we need to sear the fat cap, and I'm gonna give you my trick to actually having the best fat cap ever. Okay, so now, as we can see, the fat cap has zero searing, and now the goal is to not overcook the fat cap. Yes, you can also overcook the fat cap. Now we want to achieve a golden brown crust, and we want to multiple textures in the fat cap. Now it's also important to be careful because it's gonna start to flare up. Another amazing thing when searing the fat cap is that the fat is dripping and creating this, I call it the smoky perfume, which will add so much flavor on the steak. Okay, now when we are satisfied with our fat color, okay, we need a little bit more on this side, no problem. Take your tongues and sear like this. This is what I call perfection. And now we need to finish our steaks cooking. And now the only thing left is to let our steaks rest, because now they're actually finishing cooking, and this is another secret to that edge-to-edge medium rare danes.
Of course, my picanha herself had to make some amazing side dishes. These will go perfectly with our steaks. It is a combination of sweet and regular oven-baked potatoes. I highly recommend it.
Always make sure to use a sharp knife and slice against the grain. Let's see the results. I think this is crispy. And perfect edge-to-edge danes. Now use some salt, some extra virgin olive oil. We have a perfect crust, edge-to-edge medium rare danes, and look at the fat. It has multiple textures. Now let's give it a try. Oh my god. The texture, the fat, the juiciness. Picanha is juicier than other steaks. I'm telling you, this fat is chewy, it's gummy, it's juicy, it's crispy on the outside. The crust, crispy, the salt flakes add texture, olive oil, like everything combined. I'm telling you, this is one of the best steaks you can ever try. I mean, this is truly steak paradise. Okay, let's now try it all together. I'm telling you, master the steak game. Prepare this to your friends and family, they will lose their minds. But now I have a problem.